Yes, when the Toronto Maple Leafs jerseys hit the ice, you know that it is done. You know the Leafs season is done. And this is exactly why with my last Leaf video, I knew it. I absolutely knew it. I was like, they are done. They're not going to win this game. That I knew it. I knew that they weren't going to win this game. They never win these big games. They can win the game 6. They can win the game 6. When all of the analysts said that this is the most Leafy way to lose, they were bang on about that. We know how this goes, right? They have to torture their fans. The Leafs don't just lose. They have to torture their fans. That's how it is. I don't know why they do it. They're sick and they're twisted. I don't really know why they do it, but it is what it is. What the Panthers just did tonight was an absolute schooling in how to play playoff style hockey. I'm going to say that again, playoff style hockey. How did the Panthers win that game? They don't focus necessarily on making the skilled plays. They make the hard plays. The hard plays. Not the easy plays, the hard plays. They get it in. They get to the pucks first. They own the wall. And again, let's be clear. Any team can do this. It's not like they have a team full of absolute superstars. I mean, they have a lot of players that I like. They have depth. They have Anton Lundell. They have a lot of guys. They have Sam Bennett, who is an excellent player. Brad Marchand, who is good. I understand all that, but it's more about the way that they play in general as a team. Hockey truly is a team game, and this was an absolute schooling. Now, when it comes to Mitch Marner, or as I call him, the guy that never shows up, I mean, my lord, was he ever a ghost? Did you guys see where he was yelling at the bench saying "wake the F up" or something like that? I was like, my dude, that's a little bit rich. That's a little bit rich, you saying wake the F up. If anybody, you need to do that. If you understand what I mean. Matthews, absolutely invisible. I can't even mention a Leaf that was even half decent tonight. The worst thing about this game isn't necessarily that they lost, although that's horrible. What the Maple Leafs always do is that they always lay an egg on home ice. Let me ask you this. You remember Dougie Gilmour? I don't know if you guys are old school fans, way back in the day, Dougie, Wendell Clark. If they lost a series, there was never a question as to the fact that they left everything on the ice. Do you understand what I mean? Well, they would leave every single ounce on the ice. But not this team. Oh, no, not this team, right? They love playing skilled hockey. Now, I'm not saying that you can't win with guys like that, but they need to fall within a team structure, and that is what the Leafs never, ever, ever, ever do. They just can't do it. So where do the Maple Leafs go from here in this offseason? First off, they have to absolutely move on from John Tavares and Mitch Marner. You might be okay with re-signing Marner, I guess that's possible. Or sorry, John Tavares, I guess that's possible if he's willing to take a deal. I'm hearing some contract rumors that this guy wants like $8 million times 5 or something like that. Dude, just walk on him. Just walk. Literally just walk. Offer him 3 times 3. If he's not willing to take it, say peace. Just walk on him. Will the Maple Leafs be worse next season? Probably. The problem with the Leafs organization is that they are petrified to take a step back. You have to be okay with the organization taking a step or two back to reset and figure out how we can actually build a Stanley Cup winning team. It's not about being good enough to make the playoffs. It's about winning the Stanley Cup, and that is exactly what the Panthers have built. That they play big boy hockey. So again, we're going to keep some of the players. I mean, I thought Morgan Rielly was just awful in this game. Morgan Rielly, if he's willing to waive his no trade clause, my lord, I would be willing to trade him in a second. You know what I mean? Max Pacioretty scores some big goals. I like Brandon Carlo, although he was pretty bad. McCabe and Tanev, those are good playoff style players. We can win with guys like that. Ekman Larson, you can win with a guy like that. I don't mind their blue line. Their goaltending is okay. But when it comes to their forward group needs an entire revamp. They need way more depth. They need guys that are willing to play the style of playoff hockey that you need to play, okay? You need to move on from Mitch Marner, okay? I wouldn't even be picking up the phone to even offer him anything. So the question of this video, what specific changes would you like to see with the Toronto Maple Leafs? First, for me, Marner, gone. I would certainly I would offer John Tavares a very team-friendly contract. If he's not willing to take it, you're gone. That's it. Period. But I want to know exactly what you would do. Like, again, I'm going to say this again. It's just so embarrassing to have such an egg on home ice. That is disgusting, and it's horrible to do that to your fans. It's unbelievable. I honestly don't know what else to say here. This franchise is, I mean, you know who I feel bad the worst for is those Leaf fans that have hope no matter what. Like, for me, I'm a Leaf fan always, but I just don't have any hope. Even at the end of that video, I was like, you know, they're done. I was like, I don't think they're going to be able to win in Game 7. They got smacked 6-1 on home ice. 6-1. Like, I'm pretty sure that other Game 5 was 6-1 too. I mean, is that good enough? Absolutely not. Riley, ghost. Marner, ghost. Matthews, ghost. Guys can't get first to pucks in anything. It's unbelievable. And again, they have Barkov, they have Anton Lundell, they have a bunch of, Ekblad is so good. I really think Ekblad's a warrior. Seth Jones was an absolute friggin' warrior tonight. Oh my God, he is so good. I thought his career was done in Chicago. I honestly thought that his career was toast in Chicago. And right now I'm looking at the Leafs handshake line in absolute disgust. I've never seen a team lay eggs like this consistently, and I just don't know where the franchise... Well, I know what I would do, but I really am interested to see where the franchise goes from here. But honestly, man, this is just so unfortunate. Even if they battled tonight, lost by 1 or 2 goals, and left it all on the ice, I wouldn't be that mad. I'm furious by them laying a frigging egg. Anyways, why don't you tell me what you guys think? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And make sure to have a great day, guys. Goodbye.